going on, everyone? Do I have a surprise for myself? Maybe you know, if you enjoy these videos, but it's July and my birthday is next week. So got a lot of stuff going on next week. So I thought I'd make a video this week downgrading my two systems. So this one on the left, you already know, my main PC, and this one on the right really hasn't really getting a whole lot of use. I normally edit and do everything on my primary system anyway, but I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna get some use out of this just because it's just gathering dust upstairs. Nobody uses it. Wife doesn't use it. It's just super beefy, powerful system that nobody uses. So could sell it. Also don't want to. But I'm gonna be converting these two builds into these guys right here. So they actually look very similar. This is the Lee Vision M, and then this one is just the Lee Vision, I think V2 compact. I literally forgot that fast. I was just looking at the box earlier. You might be like, Alan, your systems already work. Why are you wasting money? Listen, just like my setup, I like to change stuff from time to time. And honestly, the giant cases, yeah, they're pretty, but it's like, man, I don't want something that doesn't take up as much of my desk. I honestly wanted to go smaller than these. I just didn't want to have to like pay for all brand new like everything, which I still did buy some different parts, which I'll get to that, but this was just a little bit easier for me to like do in one video. Maybe I'll convert like my other main like years from now. I'll probably wait for another like graphics card generation if we can afford it. Good lord, I don't know, stuff like that. I like to keep everything physical or on a stand if I can, stuff like that. But anyway, that main height system that you saw is going to be going in here, and then the other 4090 system that I used to use as my primary system years ago, it's going to go into this build. So for that, I got to move some drives around too, and then we're going to add a different motherboard because this is a micro ATX motherboard. So I did buy a motherboard for this. Got to figure out what I'm going to do with the other one. Don't have a CPU. And then this, my 4090 build was going to be we're going to convert it to an AMD build also. So let's get into it. Hope you guys enjoy this. This is going to be a little bit different type of video, but it's going to be more me talking. So, yeah. Brother, I just took this out. Look at this. The plastic's still on it, on the motherboard. Insane user error. All right, for the most part, I took everything out. I still got to take out the fans. I'm not using those fans in the new build, so I don't really think I need to do that right this second. I kind of do want to de-gut it though, because the old build that is in this, the motherboard, we're getting rid of, but the chip we're gonna keep and put into another system, so gotta figure that out. I do have another like an N9 motherboard I can use for the CPU. This motherboard is what's going into my main system. This one is gonna go into the editing build, and then I have a X3D 2 like dual edition that's gonna go into my main system. So yeah, I don't know, I feel like I really should just put that in the editor build and then just keep my same chip, but we're gonna I feel like I should just do it in the new one just because I'm not gonna notice the crazy difference in performance either way, so we'll see. I just gotta take the SSDs out of this motherboard and put them in the new one, and then we can get all the stuff cleaned up and I can get started on the real build. But this right here, these two sticks, probably the most expensive thing in the entire build. Due to the AI data center crap, this thing, I remember I bought these two sticks for like $360 on Newegg. These sticks are 96 gigs of RAM together, so 48 gig sticks together. These are probably $3,000. I don't know, something like that. But that might be over thing. I mean, that thing's crazy too. When I saw this this is a 5090. This is a higher end like chunker 5090. I think this thing is going for like 4,500 on Micro Center right now. But let's get to the build. I'm talking too much. All right, listen. My camera may have died while I was going to town on this. It took me forever for this cooler up here. That install up here, to get it behind there flush, impossible. All we gotta do is put in the power supply, put in an extra bunch of extra fans, and make sure they route correctly, and then we're good. We don't have anything else to put in. GPU, of course, but some of the stuff we're just gonna have to route to the bottom, make it look nice. We'll be done with this build. I got the power supply installed, but thing took way too long than I thought. I didn't even have to take out the cables, so I took them all out for nothing. I just needed to like offset the bracket, so it just looked kind of weird, but pretty sure I used the wrong screws also, but it looks fine. I kind of like the ones that are back there. But I'm gonna plug in all this power and then flip over and they'll skip to the GPU. Hopefully it turns on. All right, this is what it looks like so far. Dude, look at that clearance. I don't know how I feel about that. That just doesn't look, even, it's even on the bracket down there, like if you can see. I don't really think that's, you know, that's still a no-no, man. Case looks nice. I just think that I might have issues later on with some performance, but we're gonna just see if the boots on and see. All right, people. The PC's done. Honestly, it's the next day. I was working on it for a really long time, and I couldn't figure out why some things were turning on, and I couldn't. And then after I got it to boot, I finally got it to post and stuff, and it's all working fine. But my freaking Windows got corrupted, so I lost everything on my computer. I do have the other drives, and everything's kind of there, but my main drive had all my like editing and YouTube stuff, all my like little cutaways and stuff like that, which that's unfortunate because I'm gonna have to start over from scratch. And then I don't know what happened to my desk, but the desk looks like crap, so I gotta like kind of pull away all this stuff. I'm just going to download stuff that I need, and yeah, we still have another build to do, man. So that's unfortunate. We've got a lot to do. This is just the scene of the basement right now. So this side I'm just gonna transform. We're gonna do a living room side. Oops, sorry. But we're gonna do a living room side over here, but so this will just be a product shoot table, you know, build computers on, reviews, whatever. I can get like some top-down shots over here. And then over here, I'm gonna make this little area a editing desk. So it's the same Secret Labs desk that I have over here. And then I'm gonna put that there. Move this new PC, the other one that we're getting ready to convert with the 4090 in it, into that case and put it on this desk. Then I gotta build all that out, so we'll see how long that takes me. So this is the other PC. So I got everything pretty much installed except for the graphics card and then the power supply in the back, but it's looking pretty nice. Do I dare say it's better than my system, than the main system? This thing's fire flame. Like, I like how this looks. I am a little unhappy with the GPU clearance. I feel like that's just gonna hinder me later on. And it's still not as small as I thought. I should have like got the case, played with it a little bit first before I like converted my whole system, but it looks nice. Oh, don't get me wrong, I haven't messed with the colors. I hate that I gotta restart my Windows, like that sucks. But I like the cooler, like, that looks nice. But yeah, I mean, this looks pretty too. I can't hate. I think the cables look a little bit more, they were a lot harder to manage on this tiny little case compared to this guy. This just looks, I don't know, this just looks simple. Maybe this like little circle cooler from NZXT is just the go-to cooler. It looks so simple. I'm gonna put in the GPU and the power supply and let's see how it looks. All right, first boot up, it worked perfectly fine, unlike my computer. But the editing PC's up, I'm just getting Windows installed, and I still got a lot of other stuff to do. I don't know if I'm gonna put it all in this one video. I mean, I feel like I should just cut it all down, but we got a setup to still build over there and clean up all this stuff and this mess, so. I lost track of time. It's been hours. I've been down here all day. But hey, our setup over here on this side is coming along. I got the monitor mounted. I just got to put the PC on. Then I'll probably show you both of them in tandem. I'm gonna build this little section out real fast. I feel like if I put it over here, I'm gonna have to move the monitor arm. Let's just see. Yeah, oh yeah, there's no way this would fit over here. I wonder if I could slant it a little. Maybe. Like, is that cool? That's kind of cool, right? Am I tripping? It's a big monitor, man. Maybe I should move the monitor mount over to the left side and then give more space for the PC. I'm gonna try. I think this looks a little better. Don't like that the monitor is looking kind of weird. Why are you looking weird, buddy? I feel like if I'm editing, like, I could just sit right in the center. Just use it like that. Looks pretty good. It's a start. Well, it's kind of done. I'm taking up too much time and I don't want this to be too long, so I'm gonna save the rest of this for another video. So thank you guys for watching. This is a different type of video. I'll be 28 in a couple of days. Crazy. Yeah, well, I'll run the B-roll, but thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate you guys.